foot, alright?
Yeah, I'm just covered in coffee.
Hello. I'm back at the gym. It is Tuesday. I feel like I've made a lot of these videos recently and never got to actually post them because I never had time to edit. So I think it's been over a week since I've posted my last vlog, but I have to get back into it. So I'm compiling all the footage into this vlog that you're gonna watch right now to explain what I've been doing for the last week or so, and then hopefully I pick it back up today. So what did I do for the last week or so? While at the old condo, I talked about how I haven't been able to vlog because Andrea and Nia were sick, and that was occupying most of my time and focus. And we're moving. Eating out is easy when you have a pocket food scale and can find high protein options, so we ate out. It was my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. Turns out she doesn't like carrot cake. Hey Neo. Talked about how to reach your peak performance. Basically, don't be as tired and be super prepared. Richie bought some knee sleeves that might be too small for him or anybody else for that matter. Some of us tried putting them on. We didn't succeed. Selena had to do all the home workouts for video. Not fun. I tried to deadlift. Didn't go very well. Attempted to film Neo howling. He does it every day, I swear. Talked about the meal prep service we teamed up with for the challenge. Moved out. Moved in. Our TV wall mount might be too heavy. Me and the boys got excited about darts. Ate some sushi. Went to Costco. Went to Home Depot. Big class last night. Set a PR in my squat. And now we are here. Tuesday, January the 24th. And hopefully I pick it up from here. Me and someone else had a good talk today about business or just getting things done in general. If you have like a business goal, like for example, you want to get more clients for something, or if you want to get more customers, you're selling t-shirts or I don't know, supplements or something. You have to kind of audit yourself and ask yourself, what are you actually doing? Are you actually doing work to get these people, or do you think that just because you do it, people should know about it and people should come to you for that product and just buy your stuff? It doesn't work that way. What are you doing to give value to other people? Like, are you helping people with things related to what you're doing? Are you actually going out and like putting yourself out there and telling people like, hey, this is what I do. How can I help you? Can I help you in any way? Like, does what I do help you in any way? Because like, if you actually sit down and look like, what am I actually doing? Most people aren't doing anything. Most people aren't doing nothing to get what they want done. Something that really stuck with me, which my old boss kind of told me in a meeting once. I was a personal trainer at a boutique training studio somewhere in Toronto, and one thing he asked me was, how many hours do you want to work a day? Like, how many, when you see your ideal day, how many hours and how many clients do you see yourself training? Do you want to train? So if it's like, could be 8 clients or 9 clients, how many hours do you want to work a day? So if I said, for example, let's say I said 8 or 9, I want to work 8 or 9 hours in one day. And then he said, where are you at now? Where are you now? So at that time I just started, so I was at maybe I was training 2 people a day. So then he said, you're at 2 hours a day, you want to get to 8 hours a day. There's a difference of 6 hours where you could be doing something to make up that 6 hours. Because right now you're not training anybody. You're training 2 people, and then you have 6 hours which you're willing to work, but are you actually doing something to get those people in? So if you have 6 hours where you're willing to work, you should be using those 6 hours at minimum to go out and fill those client spaces until you have filled them, until you have fulfilled that goal. Because otherwise, what are you doing? You're just hoping and waiting for people to just walk in the door or call you, right? So you can always be doing something So audit yourself. What are you actually doing when it comes to achieving whatever goal that you want to achieve? People always ask is, how do I train when I'm sick? Or how do I train when I feel like I'm gonna get sick? Do I train? Do I not train? Like, what do I do? What's the best thing to do? Let me say, if you're full-blown sick, like flu, stuck in bed, or like feel really weak, the best thing to do is not train, to be honest. If you are starting to feel sick and you are deciding whether or not to train, and you're on the fence about it, this is what I suggest. If you're on the fence about it and you think you're honestly going to get sick and you think you're like one kind of push away from getting sick, then don't train. If you are further away from that, one thing you can do is reduce your training volume. So get the important stuff done and reduce all the training volume. Basically deload yourself, take the weights down a bit, don't strain at all, and take the volume down maybe about by half. So what people don't understand is training doesn't make you strong immediately, right? Training, like getting strong, is a response that happens during your recovery period. When you actually train, you actually get weaker the day of and even the next day because your body kind of gets a beat down. Your muscles have to recover, your nervous system has to recover. It weakens you. It weakens your immune system actually. And the harder you strain, the harder something is, the heavier something is. So maxing out or doing a crap ton of volume, it actually makes you a lot weaker. It weakens your nervous system, weakens your immune system, and thinking that you're already gonna get sick and beating your immune system down is probably a great way to get sick. So what I do is, if I still have to train, I'll lower my training volume, just use it as technique practice, because you're not gonna set any records, and it's more about doing something rather than doing nothing and staying not sick. Don't push it, reduce your training volume, reduce your intensity. It's better that you don't get sick and come back next week or a few days later at full force than like pushing it hard for your ego, getting sick and having to take 1 week off of training, which leads to another 1 or 2 weeks to get back on the horse. If you think you're gonna get sick, reduce your training volume. If you're full-blown sick, then just don't train at all and rest and recover. And that's what I did yesterday actually, because I felt like I was getting sick. Everyone around me is getting sick and I didn't feel so great. As you saw in my deadlift video from on Friday, it was horrible. I actually deadlifted, I was supposed to deadlift 325 pounds for sets of 4. And I did 295 pounds for like 4 total reps. It was that, like I was that weak. And that was like 4 total reps spread over like 3 sets. Like two reps and then 2 singles. Yeah, yesterday I literally just did my squats. I felt much better. I actually set PRs, but just in case, didn't do the rest of my accessory work. Today I'm feeling good, so I'm gonna bench, bring it back up, but overall the rest of this week, I know that I'm gonna have to bring the volume down, especially with the weights going up, and that's something I haven't done. I've been feeling a little bit run down lately, so that's one thing that I'm gonna do. Yeah, so I'm gonna bench, gonna actually do some work, and then have some bench later. What? That one might be too tough, yeah.
You know, we're gonna run out if I don't. So whoever pisses me off. Is this for me?
Good morning. I think it's actually afternoon. So good afternoon. It's Wednesday, January 25th, and I'm going to end the vlog right here and simultaneously start a new one. So this is where this video is going to end, but again, thank you for watching, and as always, if you like the video, please like at the bottom and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.